line for a Real Madrid goal kick.
He's going to be shooting from anywhere, isn't he, Lewandowski? Desperate for a goal here against rivals Real Madrid. He's had one effort from a really tight angle that was well saved by Courtois. This time a little double ricochet, but slightly unfortunate there, Lewandowski.
And Lawrence, what have been the observations of the two young central midfielders for Barcelona, Pedri and Gavi? Pedri 19, Gavi 17.
Haven't seen masses of them. They've been trying to play the ball out wide. Barcelona seen a lot more of Ansu Fati and a Rafinha, of course. But they've held their positions well, and of course well marshalled by Busquets. The ages of the two youngsters just about the same as Busquets. 36 for the two youngsters, Gavi and Pedri. And 34, of course, for Busquets. He will be talking to them the whole way through. And they've done well, they've held their positions. But we haven't seen the trickery and the true genius of the two youngsters yet. And I don't think we've had to. I think Barcelona have been very dominant so far inside this opening 36.5 minutes without truly extending themselves.
Well, no doubt they'll learn a thing or two from him as well. Xavi watching on.
Well, it's great to see Xavi here as well after not being let into the country. I know there's certainly a few immigration issues, but wonderful to see him here in Las Vegas.
Well, unsurprisingly, one or two choice words between a Real Madrid and Barcelona player. I'd imagine that's the last time we'll say that particular sentence this evening.
Well, certainly not while Real Madrid are getting outplayed as well, not just in terms of the scoreline, obviously 1-0 to Barcelona, but you look down at possession stats, 56% at least to Barcelona. 6 shots, 2 on target, not a single shot on target for Real Madrid so far.
There's Camavinga. Lifted beautifully into the path of Vinicius Junior. Real opening here. Really good block. And Barcelona live to fight another day. Stupendous piece of defending from Christensen, who stood his ground impeccably.
Absolutely, that stood his ground, didn't sell himself. Focused fully on the ball. Araujo may have got absolutely done the right back. Yes, a little bit fortuitous, but Christensen comes across, covers behind his fullback, as any good right-sided centre-half should do. And stood strong, made that block as well. Still no shots on target. Part of that is down to the good defending from Barcelona. Part of it down to the lack of quality from Real Madrid. And talking about lacks of quality, you don't very often see foul throws between teams of such ilk, such wonderful talent as this. Araujo with a foul throw.
Here's Courtois. Aurelian Tchouameni into the path of Militao. Won't be enthused to find himself with the ball on the edge of his own penalty area again, I'm sure. Another robust challenge from Busquets on Camavinga.
Yeah, they're really pushing high, aren't they, Barcelona? They're not giving a moment's respite to the likes of Militao or Alba when they're in possession. They're closing them down right up to the top of the penalty area.
Intervention needed again. Here's Rafinha, the Barcelona goal scorer, for those of you joining us late. Now to Stegen. Clipped beautifully into the path of Jordi Alba. Ansu Fati. Glorious pass inside. Here's Gavi. Now Rafinha to the back post, and well gathered and watched by Thibaut Courtois. Robert Lewandowski showed a particular interest. Rodrigo and Azar. Can he have a moment in the game? Vinicius Junior still unable to find a way through, and rather abrasive piece of defending from Araujo. Robert Lewandowski now forward, and it's lashed forward in towards the path of Ansu Fati, who is flagged offside. A little too eager on this particular occasion, but on a night like this, Matt Lawrence, you can hardly blame him.
No, not at all. And look, we've just seen two contrasting moments from Araujo. A brute of a defender 1 second, and then a wonderful crossfield ball the next.
Vinicius Junior lays it across goal. Valverde, and wide. From one end of the field to the other for Real Madrid.
And he rattled the woodwork with a strike, Valverde, earlier in the game. This time, a slightly more difficult effort. The ball comes out to him, and he just tries with the outside of his right foot just to curl towards the top far corner of Ter Stegen's goal. Really difficult skill from Valverde.
Real Madrid will carry on. Here's Camavinga. Valverde turning into trouble. Rodrigo. And still Rodrigo. Really well watched and gathered by Ter Stegen in goal for Barcelona.
Well, the anticipation here. The safe pair of hands from Ter Stegen at the near post. Rodrigo tries to whip the ball across the face of the 6-yard box.
Lovely lofted ball forward. Perhaps an opening here for Pedri. Stopped in his tracks for the time being. Barcelona still in possession, and Pedri having a bit of fun in the midfield as well. Now Real Madrid manoeuvre forwards. Here they come. Rodrigo taken down, and the free kick and a yellow card brandished. As the decibels rise inside Allegiant Stadium. And a little bit of afters between the two sets of players.
And here we go. El Clasico. We have it on our hands right here. If you think pre-season friendlies are meaningless, just look at this here.
No love lost between these two.
And I'm not getting in between Araujo and Rudiger either, that is for certain. Two brutes of defenders. Tall, muscular, physical, and that will to win, that drive to win, the pure desire that has made them what they are today. It's right here on show. Here it is, Vinicius Junior. Evades one challenge, but then is absolutely scythed down. It's a poor challenge on Vinicius Junior, but it was always coming. And then the afters in the background as well. Busquets getting fully involved. Eden Hazard just grabbing hold of him. But then it escalates, Callum.
Well, one would assume that Rodrigo would be able to shake it off. Confirmation of that yellow card for Jordi Alba. Well, what this does, Matt Lawrence, is it presents an opportunity from the set piece for Real Madrid, 25 yards from goal. Xavi makes his way to the edge of his technical area with a rather concerned look. And Militao limping away from the situation.
Well, the referee's just about got the situation under control now. Little flourish of the yellow card, but they're coming together. Eden Hazard obviously playing very much the peacemaker. The second slowly ticking away here at the end of the first half. But it looks like Alaba fancies this one.
So will it be? It'll be the left foot. In the end, high and behind from Alaba. So then, Matt Lawrence, observations on the opening 45 here in Las Vegas.
Well, I've been thoroughly entertained, that's for certain. As of right now, Barcelona very much the better team. They're pushing high up the field, really pressurising Real Madrid. Yes, Real Madrid have come into the game in the last few minutes, but you have to credit the defensive stability of Barcelona, but also the quality in the attack. The likes of Ansu Fati and Rafinha have been absolutely majestic so far.
Well, there we have the half-time whistle. Unsurprisingly, a classic in El Clasico, in the entertainment capital of the world. We have been enthralled. In the opening 45 minutes, a single, solitary, spectacular goal from that man, Rafinha. The difference on the nights so many have waited for here in Las Vegas. At the break, Real Madrid 0, Barcelona 1. El Clasico tilts in favour of Barcelona for now.
If you or someone you know owned or leased a diesel vehicle between 2007 and 2020, you could be entitled to significant compensation. And at My Diesel Claim, we're experts in handling these claims. Millions of drivers have been misled by numerous manufacturers about emissions, and hundreds of thousands have already filed their claims. Simply visit our site now and check your vehicle instantly. It's completely free to sign up, and you can start your claim in seconds. Visit mydieselclaim.com and join thousands of others starting their claims today.
If you or someone you know owned or leased a diesel vehicle between 2007 and 2020, you could be entitled to significant compensation. And at My Diesel Claim, we're experts in handling these claims. Millions of drivers have been misled by numerous manufacturers about emissions, and hundreds of thousands have already filed their claims. Simply visit our site now and check your vehicle instantly. It's completely free to sign up, and you can start your claim in seconds. Visit mydieselclaim.com and join thousands of others starting their claims today.
for Moreno. Alex Moreno dances his way through and guides it in, and it's number 4. Well, it took a while for them to come, but Betis have been with another really good finish, this time from Alex Moreno.
Lucas Vasquez, de novo Éder Militão. E lá está, a errar. E o remate é golo!
If you or someone you know owned or leased a diesel vehicle between 2007 and 2020, you could be entitled to significant compensation. And at My Diesel Claim, we're experts in handling these claims. Millions of drivers have been misled by numerous manufacturers about emissions, and hundreds of thousands have already filed their claims. Simply visit our site now and check your vehicle instantly. It's completely free to sign up, and you can start your claim in seconds. Visit mydieselclaim.com and join thousands of others starting their claims today.
If you or someone you know owned or leased a diesel vehicle between 2007 and 2020, you could be entitled to significant compensation. And at My Diesel Claim, we're experts in handling these claims. Millions of drivers have been misled by numerous manufacturers about emissions, and hundreds of thousands have already filed their claims. Simply visit our site now and check your vehicle instantly. It's completely free to sign up, and you can start your claim in seconds. Visit mydieselclaim.com and join thousands of others starting their claims today.
Aberdeen seek revenge this Sunday live on Premier Sports 1.
Stadium is the venue as we welcome you back. A sumptuous setting for at the break as Barcelona lead Real Madrid by 1-0. A stupendous goal from Rafinha it was as well. Matt Lawrence, talk us through the opening 45 minutes and what you saw.
Well, I saw a Barcelona side who wanted this game a little bit more. For me, there was a little bit more hunger and desire, a little bit more maybe of a point to prove for Barcelona. Let's not forget, you mentioned it in the first half commentary, this Barcelona side has not won La Liga since 2018-19. They've very much been playing second fiddle to Real Madrid, and they don't want to do that again this season. There's a reason that President Laporta has spent so much money, even though they're so massively in debt. They've brought in Lewandowski. They've brought in Rafinha. They've brought in some real quality players, Kessie. These are players that are going to be on show today. We saw Lewandowski. We're not sure we're going to see him in the second half. We think we possibly may see Kessie as well. It will be intriguing to see these players. Going back to the first half, though, I wasn't quite unhappy with the way Real Madrid played, but I think without a focal point, I think without a true centre forward, they lost a little bit of momentum every time they went forward. Eden Hazard made it blatantly apparent that he doesn't really want to be playing as a centre forward. Didn't quite throw his toys out the pram, but he kept dropping deeper and deeper and deeper and ended up picking the ball up really in the middle third of the field. That's not where we want him.
Well, we knew there were going to be changes. 5 of them, in fact, for Barcelona. Matt, what are your thoughts on these adjustments for Xavi's side?
Well, certainly, you know that in a pre-season friendly, not everybody's going to play 90 minutes. You know that. For me, it's a shame not to see more of Lewandowski. I think Lewandowski probably would have wanted to play a little bit more as well, because during half-time, poor on Lewandowski, just so everybody knows, Lewandowski played a full 45 minutes at full tilt, and then he's doing box-to-box runs with Gavi for literally the whole of half-time. So for 10-15 minutes, he's doing box-to-box runs. That's why we knew we weren't going to be seeing him. Be intriguing to see how Aubameyang comes in and plays. We know that Aubameyang is a true out-and-out goal scorer, maybe not of the class of Lewandowski, but we'll be seeing a lot more of him. I want to see from Kessie as well. We know dominates the middle of midfield, or did, with AC Milan. Won the league title, of course, Serie A, with AC Milan, and has now joined Barcelona. So be very interested to see how he is playing alongside Pedri and with Busquets just behind him as well.
Well, from a Real Madrid point of view, 6 adjustments at half-time. Nacho, Toni Kroos, Luka Modric, Marco Asensio, Casemiro and Ferland Mendy, the players coming in for Carlo Ancelotti's side. We expected half-time changes, and what an occasion to make your mark now, Matt Lawrence, in the second half.
Yeah, it is, and look, you've got the talented midfield now of Toni Kroos, of Modric. They're going to want to get on the ball and they're going to want to dictate the tempo of this second half. They will be treating it, the likes of Modric and Kroos, they will be treating it as 0-0, 0-0 at half-time. This will be all about the second half for them, and can they win the second half of this game?
Real Madrid will have some defensive work to do here. Dembele with the first touch. Busquets. He newly introduced Alejandro Balde on the far side as well. Here's Frankie de Jong operating as a centre-half here today. Dutch international who is continuously linked with a move to Manchester United of the Premier League.
Well, I'd play anywhere to not go to Manchester United as well. Frankie de Jong certainly doing that. He's quite happy to play as a right-sided centre-half. Just don't send me to Manchester.
Your words, not mine.
You can at me if you want.
Here come Barcelona in full fabulous flow. Rafinha, the goal scorer. Lovely ball played in! Offside! As the ball hit the wrong side of the post. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang unable to latch onto his cross and execute in the manner in which he would have wanted to. Here they come again. Kessie. Busquets. Rafinha. Twinkle-toed and full of endeavour. One back immediately by Araujo. Here's Dembele. Rafinha. Pedri forced to retreat. So, Matt, what do we expect in the early stages of this game?
Well, it started off very much as it did in the first half, all Barcelona.
Here they come again. Rafinha across goal. Scrambled away by Nacho at the vital moment.
Well, and we're also seeing up front, I'm quite intrigued to see now Rafinha playing on the left-hand side. We know that he prefers to play on the right-hand side. He's gone to the left. We've got Dembele playing to this right-hand side now as well, with Aubameyang playing through the middle. Frankie de Jong, the man in possession of the ball. We know how he loves to progress to the middle third of the field and spray passes around like that.
Well, Rafinha and Pedri not on the same wavelength on that particular occasion. Militao doing just about enough to rid the danger. Rafinha continues to sparkle in Las Vegas.
I don't think we should be surprised if the game is a little bit disjointed for the opening few minutes of this second half either, Callum. We saw it last night in the Chivas Guadalajara game against Juventus when there's a monumental number of substitutions take place. It just takes a little while for the teams to gel and be cohesive again. And I think we can safely assume that may happen here as well. There's already been too many changes of possession. Take the sides just a few minutes to settle down and get back into the rhythm of the game. And obviously for the substitutes to come in and get used to the pace of it.
Here's Dembele. Lovely floated ball in, but it's catching practice really for Thibaut Courtois. Here's Toni Kroos. And Asensio. Manoeuvred inside by Vinicius Junior. Can Real Madrid find a way through now? Luka Modric with a teasing ball in. Easily gathered at the near post by Ter Stegen.
Just caught the ground there, Luka Modric, I think, as he tried to just whip that ball across the face of the 6-yard box. It was nothing more than comfortably gathered by Ter Stegen. And Rafinha playing on that left-hand side. We know he loves to play on the right-hand side and cut in onto his left foot. Out there, he almost looks a little bit more lost. He's not that orthodox winger who maybe wants to get to the byline and put crosses in. He's much more at home with cutting in and shooting.
Busquets. Flipped into Boulder. Frenkie de Jong. Lovely floated pass out wide again. Here's Rafinha. High hanging ball, easily gathered by Thibaut Courtois. So Matt, how do Real Madrid get themselves back into the realm of relevance?
Well, we need to see the likes of Modric, who's on the ball now, and Toni Kroos obviously getting on the ball, dictating the tempo of the game. And I still think without a true centre-forward, it becomes very, very difficult. We know that. There's very few Manchester Cities in the world who can play without a true centre-forward.
Now then, Asensio. Rodrigo and Vinicius Junior in support, as well as Vasquez on the far side. He was shepherded and defended very well indeed by the youngster Alejandro Balde, just 18 years of age, the Barcelona Academy product.
Yeah, coming back to it, Callum, I think we need to see more from Rodrigo, more from Vinicius Junior, and of course Asensio is now on as well. I also think the fullbacks need to provide a little more impetus. Obviously Vasquez down the right and Mendy now down the left-hand side.
Lovely angled ball from Toni Kroos. Now there's the German again. This is Junior trying to play on the edge, and he wins Real Madrid a free kick in dangerous territory.
Well, and of course, if you're not able to create things from open play, you then want to rely on your set pieces, especially when you have players with the ability of Toni Kroos standing over the ball. The free kick's no more than 22, 23 yards out.
Well, one would assume the angle presents an opportunity here for Toni Kroos. It will be close and over.
Well, and of course, to be reliant on a set piece, there needs to be good delivery. And good delivery it is not.
At the other end of the